I don't see a major impact. That's the bottom line. And I guess another way to say it is, even though we've all been reading Bob Woodward, not only here but in New Delhi, it turns out, it seems like everybody has their own copy. And Woodward has such a Washington-centric view of the debate. This is one more reason why the outcome of the Afghanistan war really is going to be determined in Afghanistan, not in Washington. Because what I think is that it was already clear that President Obama views this as an important national security priority, and he campaigned on it. He's tripled combat forces during his first year and a half in office, and yet he also is fearful of a Vietnam-like quagmire and recognizes all the vulnerabilities. I think his strategic assessment of the stakes and the risks and the right way to go has been very good and very solid up until now. But what that means, I believe, is that he's also aware that come next year, if we're not seeing progress, that it makes little sense to sustain a strategy that is not working. And so I really think this is one of those foreign policy issues where the president really does have the primary call, even more than on most. And frankly, I think Mr. Obama has already charted out, even though he hasn't always found the clearest words to express the way he's thinking about this, he's already charted out a bit of a choice for himself next year, and he's given July 2011 as a key moment when his policy may adapt to circumstances and when U.S. forces will start to decline over a perhaps gradual, perhaps somewhat less gradual time period. We don't really know because he hasn't said. But the bottom line is, I think he is going to look for evidence that the strategy is working. If he has it, and if he has General Petraeus articulating it before the Congress, and if it's fairly unambiguous, then I don't think it really matters if you swing 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 votes in the House of Representatives, because either party would have a hard time opposing sort of a gradual transitioning of more and more of the effort to the Afghan security forces as we gradually phase down our forces over, let's say, a 2 to 4 year period.